Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Biggleswade United for this afternoon's Premier Division fixture, Biggleswade United versus Cockfosters. Just read through the two teams, starting with our visitors, Cockfosters, playing in all blue. Number 1, Dario Zagravani. Number 2, Bradley Robinson. Number 3, Kieran Grant. Number 4, Bruce Ndala. Number 5, Ian Salt. Number 6, Bradley Marriott. Number 7, Adam Harris. Number 8, Hanny Boxer. Number 9, Peter Roseman. Number 10, Dan Williams. And number 11, Piero Bagavani. And substitutes for Cockfosters: number 12, Oscar Mboa. 14, Kojo Gavadan. 15, Elliot McGovern. And number 16, Junior Aslava. And for Biggleswade United, playing in red and navy, number 1, Robbie Ponting. Number 2, Ashley Grinham. Number 3, Jaden Irish. Number 4, James Smith. Number 5, Matt Cooper and captain. Number 6, Ricky Christie. Number 17, Kane Farrell. Number 8, Alex Girdlestone. Number 9, Dave Parkinson. Number 10, Abraham Heasey. Number 11, Gerard Martinez. And substitutes for Biggleswade United: number 12, Lee Bilcock. Number 14, Martin Russell. 15, Brody Cousins. And number 16, Llewyn Dovey.
What's his name? The Afro. James Smith. James Smith.
Referee today is Mario Zakovic.
We've actually picked up some
Jordan is. Good afternoon and welcome to Second Meadow for the final home game of this 2017-2018 Spartan South Midlands Division League season. Biggleswade United taking on Cockfosters in their final home game. Of course, it's their final home game, not the actual final game of the season. Still 3 to play, including this one for Biggleswade United, who currently sit 8th in the league. Matthew, joined by you again today. Nice to see you. How are you feeling ahead of today's game?
Yeah, lovely to see you as well, Cameron. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like you mentioned, it's the last home game for Biggleswade United. So let's hope they can go out on a high and get the 3 points today.
Of course, not just Biggleswade United's final home game of the season, but it's actually manager Christian Colas' final home game as manager of the club. Be sad to see him go, but how do you feel he's done this season?
Yeah, I feel like he's done well. Over the 3 years, he's done very well. I know he's put his heart, might and soul into this club, and he'll be definitely a loss to this club. And anyone that does get him, it'll be their gain.
Indeed it will be, as here's Matt Cooper with a good clearance there to stop any potential danger from happening. As the ball bounces in front of us here in the commentary position at Second Meadow.
Yeah, it does. And if you guys all on Twitter can get the hashtag going, Gracias Christian.
Jaden Irish playing the ball out wide there. And Martinez takes a slip. And here come Cockfosters with an attack. It's with Dan Williams. He picks up his head and passes it towards number 11, Piero Baggeroni. But Kane Farrell with a big clearance downfield, but Alex Girdlestone can't quite keep possession there for Biggleswade United. So that final home game of the season, as we've mentioned, Biggleswade United have a pretty good home record, 5th best in the division for this season, with 10 wins, 5 draws and 4 losses, picking up 35 points at home out of their 51 that they've got this season. Would you say that's a good return?
Yeah, it is, and obviously, as the saying goes, you should always win your home games, and as you've just mentioned from the stats, they've been pretty good at home this season. What has let them down, unfortunately, is the form on the road.
Yeah, it has, and picking up 40 goals at home this season, only conceding 19. It's quite a good stat line there. it is just the away games that have let them down slightly. And last game out last weekend against Oxley Jets, 0-0 draw. Probably should have been hoping for a better result against somebody who's quite low down in the table.
Yeah, definitely, and like you say, 5th best home record in the league, and they would be in the top 4 or 5 if they carried that form into their away games. So perhaps that's something that they can improve next season.
Well, of course, Burnley, who are in the Premier League, had a similar trouble last season, did quite well at home, but just couldn't pick up those wins on the road. And this season they've turned that around and actually challenging for European football. Obviously, Biggleswade can't be challenging for European football, but if they pick up their away form as well as Burnley have, could we see something special for next season?
Yeah, I think it's certainly in these group of players. They're a special group, and it's just about them performing to their maximum week in, week out. Consistency is key.
It is, as Abraham Easy there, unable to pick up on that long ball downfield from James Smith. Out for a Cockfosters throw in. Cockfosters actually sitting 18th in the league at the moment. They're in trouble of relegation with only a couple of games to play. Their away form has been pretty diabolical. Only 4 wins, 3 draws and 12 losses on the road this season. Picking up 15 points, which really isn't good enough.
Yeah, no, it's not, and they haven't started too badly, but no, certainly this group of players would be expecting more than that. And let's see. Let's hope Biggleswade United can continue that trend for Cockfosters and get the 3 points today.
Exactly. And before the game, you might have seen a guard of honour for Biggleswade United's under-8s, and that was because last week they actually won the Chiltern 7-a-side under-8s tournament. So congratulations to them on that wonderful achievement. And they got the credit that they rightly deserve with that guard of honour from the players, and that must have been quite special for them.
Yeah, it must have been. Huge congratulations to our under-7s for winning that competition, and let's hope maybe 1 or 2 can break into the first team in many years to come. Some special players there.
Indeed, and they're coached by Doan French, so congratulations Doan and your team. It's a really good achievement. But
yeah, carry on doing what you're doing, doing fantastic work with our young players at this club.
This is Jaden Irish on the ball, picking up his head and spreading it out wide to Alex Girdlestone. Girdlestone just a easy pass to Kane Farrell, but he can't pick up anyone. Jaden Irish, who has in recent weeks been playing a more attacking role. It looks like he's playing a kind of a holding midfield role today, Matt.
Yeah, and he has done that the last few weeks, like you mentioned, usually attacking role, but he has dropped in, and don't know if it's an idea that's come from Christian, or perhaps he's gone to the manager himself, says I can play central midfield, but either way he's doing it with great efficiency, and he's doing it very well.
There's a big clearance up there from James Smith, and it's out for a Biggleswade throw in as we approach the 5-minute mark in this game. Still 0-0. It's a fairly even game so far, wouldn't you say, Matt?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, both teams have started pretty well. Looks like Biggleswade United are just starting to settle into the game and fashion together a few nice passes.
It's a good ball out wide there by Ricky Christie to Ashley Grinham, who is making one of his few appearances this season as Dave Parkinson tries to get the ball in, but it's blocked. And back out to Grinham, who puts a lofted ball in towards Easy, but the keeper gets a hand to it there. The Cockfosters goalkeeper Dario Zavagano today. A good save there to prevent Easy from getting anything on that, and Easy been in reasonably lethal form this season, wouldn't you say? 18 goals all competitions, 15 in the league. He'll be hoping to break that 20 goal mark today, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he will, and like you say, he's been quite prolific this season, Abraham Easy, and let's hope he can get to that 20 goal mark before the season reaches its climax, and he gets those 2 goals within the next 2 or 3 games.
Exactly. Biggleswade United do have 2 away games after this today against Biggleswade FC on the 30th of April. That's a big game against local rivals, and then against Homer Green next weekend for the final game of the season, where they'll be hoping to finish strong.
Yeah, they will, and as you mentioned, they're currently 8th in the table. I'm not quite sure with the points. I don't think they can get too much.
8 points behind 7th.
8 points behind 7th. They can't. They mathematically can get 7th, but it'd be very unlikely. But it's important that they get as many points as possible to show an improvement on last season.
Finish the season on a high as well. It's always vital going into a new season where you finished the previous season with a couple of good results. And of course, they'll have a new manager for next season, but still the players won't change around too much, you wouldn't have thought. So it'll be important for them to feel that they've had a good season.
Yeah, for sure, and you can see Christian on the touchline getting quite animated. Must be a special and emotional occasion for him today. And like you say, I'm sure the new manager, will have his own fresh set of ideas, but you wouldn't think the personnel would change too much in terms of the actual playing style.
And what do you think the realistic ambitions? Of course, we don't know who the new manager will be yet, but what do you think realistically would be a good ambition for Biggleswade United to have for next season?
Well, I suppose the ambition is always promotion, but obviously if they do finish 8th and hold on to that 8th position this season, I'd say top 4 next season would be a significant improvement on this season. So let's see if they can indeed do that next season.
Yeah, it's Grinham here with the throw-in for Biggleswade United. Not many options upfield, so he plays it back to James Smith, who thumps a long ball downfield to Abraham Easy, who plays a lovely through ball over the top, but it's just overhit, and Alex Girdlestone can't quite get on the end of that.
No, he can't. Yeah, nice idea, but like you say, the execution of the pass just wasn't quite on point there, which is a shame for Biggleswade United and Abraham Easy.
Header well won there by Matt Cooper. Here's Martinez to Irish, who can't quite pick out Abraham Easy, who was making the run forward. Here goes Cockfosters down the left wing. Alex Girdlestone easily intercepts that.
Yeah, he does, and a nice ball out from Jaden Irish, switch of play to Kane Farrell. And I wanted to ask you, Cameron, what has been your highlight of the season so far?
Oh, that would be a tough one, but I mean, the 6-0 win against Leverstock earlier on in the season, that was a really good game. Dave Parkinson on his debut picking up a hat-trick, that was really good to see. I wasn't there for the game, but the 3-2 victory over league leaders Garden City in January, that was a fantastic game, and was able to watch that from home on the live stream, which is really great that we have the facilities to do that. And thanks to our media man Jordan for sorting that out for us. He's done a great job this season, and just the progression through the promotion of the club through social media and everything like that, as Alex Girdlestone gets a header, it hits the side netting, but everything, all of the it's not just the on-pitch things that have been really good about the club this season. The progression through, having the live stream, everything like that's just been really, really good. How about you? What would you say your highlight of the season has been?
I think you're right. It's more what we're doing off the pitch is something special. I think that first time we did the live stream, that would be my highlight. It was a really significant day in the history of this club for me. And make sure all of you guys comment below in the comment section of YouTube. What has been your highlight of the season for Biggleswade United?
So Ricky Christie with a good pass there, and Dave Parkinson taken down there off the ball with the free kick. The referee says no free kick. That's a brilliant touch there from Abraham Easy, but unfortunately Ricky Christie lets the ball get away from him there.
What a touch there from Abraham Easy. Killed it absolutely stone dead.
Ooh, and that's a bad challenge there by Grinham, and he'll be lucky to get away with just a warning there. The referee going across to his linesman, it would appear, is he? What's the ref doing here then, Matt?
Quite sure what he's doing here. Looked like he gave the foul, but seems to be bringing the play back even further. He's just giving the Biggleswade United player a talking to.
Yeah, it's Ashley Grinham with the talking to at the moment. He's protesting that he's done nothing wrong, but it did look like a bit of a heavy challenge. But I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, he just gets away with a warning. Thought he might have produced the yellow card there, the ref, but this is a referee that likes to keep his cards in his pocket, so just got away with a warning there.
Free kick will be taken by Cockfosters here. We approach the 12th minute of this game. Ball put in towards the back post, but it's evaded everybody and it's out for a goal kick, which Robbie Ponting will gladly take.
Yeah, I'm sure Robbie Ponting will be looking to find one of his teammates here, and he's certainly had a good season, and ever present in goal, of course.
Apart from the injury.
Yeah.
But he's returned well, and yeah, done well since coming back from injury. And a pretty good record, all in all. Clean sheets. He's got 6 clean sheets this season, which is a pretty solid return.
Yeah, it is, and as you say, he's ever present in goal. And got some work to do here, perhaps.
So here goes Peter Roseman, although it's out for a Cockfosters throw in. Corner to be taken here by number 11, Piero Vaccheroni, it looks like. Yeah, he's taking the out-swinging corner. It's well cleared away there. It's by Ashley Grinham. He needs to close down his man here, and he does that well and sets away Abraham Easy, who's got the pace, but Savagana out there very quickly off his line. Manuel Neuerstar to keep that out for a throw-in.
Yeah, fantastic ball from the Biggleswade United fullback, Ashley Grinham, and almost let Abraham Easy in one-on-one, but just couldn't quite get there, and it's now a throw-in to Biggleswade United, which Kane Farrell's about to take. Of course, this time last week, it was nearing 30 degrees, whereas now it's only 8. Amazing how the weather changes.
Isn't it just? I mean, it's quite nippy down here at Biggleswade, but, you know, it's always a really good atmosphere today. There was free entry, so if you are close to the area and fancy popping down, it's free entry for this game today, for the final home game of the season, to give Christian a really good send-off that he deserves. Here's Abraham Easy, who looks to drive into the box, and he likes these sorts of areas, but Kane Farrell there, and the ball comes out to Girdlestone, but his cross is easily collected there by Zavagano.
Yeah, just slightly overhit there, that cross by Alex Girdlestone, and just as the rain starts to come down here at Biggleswade, just mentioning the weather before, how do you think that will affect the players playing in the scorching heat last Saturday to now the 8 degrees and a wet pitch?
Of course, the dry weather that we've had over the past couple of weeks will have dried out the pitch, which was needed earlier on this season, but it doesn't really suit the style of play that Biggleswade like to play, does it? They like to keep it on the floor, keep it on the carpet, zip it around, and I think the wet conditions will help that, make the ball travel faster. And of course, Jurgen Klopp last week complaining about the dryness of the pitch at West Brom. No such trouble today for Biggleswade United in their style of play.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, actually. I think the wet pitch...
That's a great touch there by Kane Farrell, and he puts the square ball into the box, but it's cleared away there for a Biggleswade United corner. Excellent ball there through the Biggleswade midfield to Kane Farrell, who wins the corner for Biggleswade.
Yeah, great play from Kane Farrell, and like you say, corner to Biggleswade United, which I believe is their first one of the match.
And so, but going back to the conditions of the pitch, how do you think that will affect Biggleswade United's play today?
Yeah, sorry, it was... I feel it will improve them, like you say. It will help them zip it around quicker and help them perhaps play through Cockfosters, who are low on confidence themselves, like you say, close to the relegation zone.
No win in 8, of course.
No win in 8.
As the corner's taken in there and batted away there. Out for a throw into Biggleswade United, which Matt Cooper it's going to take, and he takes it quickly to Farrell. Who I think that was meant to be a cross, but ultimately ended up being a shot on target, I guess you could class that as.
I suppose you could class it as that, but yeah, I'm certain he wasn't going for goal, and it definitely was a cross. 16
minutes here at Second Meadow, still 0-0 here between Cockfosters and Biggleswade United in this final home game of the season for Biggleswade United, and therefore ultimately our final live stream of the season. We hope you've enjoyed the live stream. We've certainly enjoyed broadcasting to you.
Yeah, we have. It's been an absolute pleasure broadcasting to all of you, and we do hope you enjoy our final one, and we'll return again next season.
Indeed we will, and we hope that Biggleswade United put in a solid performance and get the result that they deserve, really, having come through a pretty good season.
Yeah, let's hope so. Haven't started that well, but I'm sure they've got another gear they can go to, Biggleswade United, that's for sure.
Of course, a couple of weeks out, a couple of weeks ago out at, or playing here against Hoddesdon, it was 0-0 up until about the 40th minute, and then Abraham Easy got the breakthrough, and then after half-time, it was quickly 3-0, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they get that first goal, how the dynamic of the team changes or anything like that. But if Cockfosters get the breakthrough, we'll have to see what Biggleswade United are made of. Haven't actually fallen behind in a game at home for 6 games now, so it'll be interesting to see how they fare. But that's a long ball down there, and here comes Dave Parkinson, but it's cleared away by Bradley Marriott. And here's Martinez, puts the ball into Easy. Although it's well defended there by Kieran Grant, and it's out for a Cockfosters goal kick.
Yeah, fantastic diagonal ball there from Matt Cooper, captain for the day, and almost led to a goal, which Abraham Easy just couldn't quite direct on target. But
starting to get into this game though, aren't they, Biggleswade United? Starting to create a few chances, got to test the goalkeeper a little bit. That's what they need if they want to get this win. They've got to start testing the goalkeeper a bit more.
Yeah, they do, and like you say, there was that sort of cross-come shot from Matt Cooper a few moments ago, but they haven't really tested the goalkeeper as yet, so that's certainly something Christian Colas and all the players will be wanting them to do.
It's a reasonably poor clearance there from Robbie Ponting, but he manages to get back on his line quickly enough, and he's out there to pick up that long ball.
Yeah, he just slipped there, Robbie Ponting, unfortunately, and it could have cost him and his team, but luckily for him, Cockfosters couldn't make the most of that opportunity.
This is Jay Norrish passing the ball out wide to a player. And here goes Gerald Martinez, but he's tackled. And Dave Parkinson doing some excellent defensive duties there. And Abraham Easy manages to capitalise on that slip there from the Cockfosters centre-back, and Kane Farrell in tight. And that's a very well won challenge there by Kane Farrell. Turns out brilliantly. A round of applause from the crowd there for that beautiful bit of play there from Kane Farrell.
Yeah, it was a beautiful bit of play, but then unfortunately he gave it away, so it wasn't quite so beautiful after that. But yeah, certainly great work from Kane Farrell to keep the player at bay for the time being.
Some good pressing here from Abraham Easy. And Alex Girdlestone. Matt Cooper clears the danger with Bradley Marriott playing it upfield, and here comes Paddy Boxer, who plays a great ball out wide to Peter Roseman, but that's a brilliant challenge there from Matt Cooper, captain for today, as you already mentioned.
Yeah, fantastic challenge, and just looks like Cockfosters might be starting to settle into the game themselves and fashion together a good opportunity as they take their throw in. Well won back though from Alex Girdlestone.
Very good play there. It's out for a Cockfosters throw-in, but the danger's not completely clear just yet. And here goes Jared Martinez. Pass with the outside of his boot. Dave Parkinson can't quite keep under control. Ball's back with Bradley Marriott here in the Cockfosters defence. It's another long ball. It's a tactic that they seem to have employed throughout this game so far, Cockfosters. That long ball up from the back up towards the two strikers in Rosamine and Dan Williams.
Yeah, I think it looks like this is, if you'd like to use a boxing turn of phrase, a clash of styles. One team wants to play football on the ground and another team just wants to play long ball. There's no right or wrong way of playing, but there's two completely different styles of play on show here today.
Throw into Biggleswade United down in the near side corner for us. Taken by Kane Farrell to Easy, and Farrell wins it again, and ball's put in over Dave Parkinson, but Girdlestone with a header through. But Jared Martinez can't quite get on the end of that ball from the left hand side from Girdlestone.
Yeah, it needed to be a better ball there from Girdlestone, or maybe even go for goal. He was quite close, and it was quite an easy catch for the Cockfosters goalkeeper, Zavagano.
Kane Farrell held back there by Peter Rosamond to prevent him from being able to chase down Adam Harris, but he does eventually manage to catch up with Harris, and Matt Cooper with a clearance downfield, and a missed clearance there from the Cockfosters player. Easy's there to take the throw in, but it's gone out for a Cockfosters throw in apparently. Very good pressing there from Abraham Easy, but the keeper plays it underneath him.
Yeah, he was gutted there that his touch let him down. He looked like he was very frustrated with himself, but that's the reaction. Not sulking that he made a bad touch, straight in pressing the Cockfosters players. That's a fantastic attitude from Abraham Easy.
It's a header well left there by Bradley Marriott to let the ball come back to Zavagano. It's a free kick to Biggleswade United there. Rookie Christie wanted to take it quickly, but the referee pulls it back to the original point. And, Matt Cooper's going to take it here, and fizzes a pass out wide there to Ashley Grinham. He puts a long ball forward to Abraham Easy, and if he can get a touch on that, could be through, but he's offside. Rightly offside, given by the linesman over on that far side.
Yeah, just needs to hold his run and check his run, perhaps go into out, and just be slightly more clever rather than running straight. But no, much better from Biggleswade United, and let's hope they can get that breakthrough before half-time.
25 minutes played here at Second Meadow, still 0-0 between Biggleswade United and Cockfosters. No real clear-cut opportunities as of yet, but hopefully that will change soon in the positive sense, so Biggleswade United get a chance, and Robbie Ponting collects the ball confidently. He's just taking his time, no real options there for the Biggleswade United goalkeeper. And he opts to play it from the ground.
He was taking his time, and Christian Colas was not happy. He wanted it quicker. He was signalling from the bench, quicker. So that's clearly something he wants his players to do. Move it around a bit more quickly on the ground. And Kane Farrell will look to start doing that with this throw-in. Although he's now telling his players to hold it rather than move it quickly.
This is Dave Parkinson, if he can pick out easy, which he can't, but he does pick out Christie, whose pass is won back by Martinez. Well, it's cleared away from the danger by the Cockfosters defenders. He'll look to start their own counter-attack, but it's a miss kick there by the Cockfosters player, who has a little chuckle to himself. And here's James Smith on the ball.
Yeah, it was just a bubble there that completely did the Cockfosters player, and luckily for him and his team, it didn't cost a goal-scoring opportunity, nor a goal.
I've just seen a replay of that missed kick there by Adam Harris, and yeah, it did look like it took a bobble. So all credit to him for having a chuckle and laughing it off and not taking it to heart too much. Yeah. But the Biggleswade United fans certainly had a laugh at that.
That might make the bloopers of the season, which I'm sure will be released in the next few weeks.
It's a good ball put in there, and James Smith had to take evasive action and put that out for a corner kick, it looks like.
Yeah, and the rain really coming down heavy now. Luckily this did not set in earlier, otherwise we could have not even been here today for you guys and commentating. It could have been called off. But as the throw-in is about to be taken from the Cockfosters United player.
Ball put in towards the back post there and drilled across the face of goal by the Cockfosters player. Unfortunately for Robbie Ponting, he wasn't tested too much there.
Yeah, it was, and it's a hard technique, but he really should have done better. I mean, he was some 6-7 yards out of goal there, and really should have at least tested the keeper in that instance.
Ponting plays it to James Smith. Just keeping it nice and easy, playing it between the two centre-backs here. As Cooper launches a long ball downfield towards Kane Farrell, who gets on the end of that and puts in a ball towards the back post. Here's Easy holding up the ball nicely. Yeah, rain really coming down heavily, and this might actually hinder the play, because before the light drizzle was helping it, but now the ball might actually get caught up in puddles on the pitch if it keeps on coming down like this. Another long ball launched downfield and nearly lost the ball, but bounces on the roof of that far stand over there, and returned to Ashley Gridham for the throw-in.
Yeah, I haven't lost any balls today so far, which is almost a record, I think. And here's Jayden Irish looking to play forwards for Biggleswade United.
Dave Parkinson with a slippery touch there. Here comes Harris driving through the centre of midfield. However, his pass is just a bit too wide for Peter Rosenman there. And we'd just like to say hello to April Smith, who is here watching from Southend, and she's hopefully going to be joining us next season at Biggleswade United. Should be great. And also to Karen Brown in Pocklington, who is the fixture secretary for the division. We know that through our club secretary, Tracy, we know that you've been under a lot of stress this season, so we'd like to say thank you to you for all of your hard work throughout this winter. Of course, a lot of games postponed this season with the adverse weather conditions. So yeah, congratulations to you, and well done for all your hard work this season.
Yeah, we certainly appreciate the job you do, and we don't envy it, and we just all like to say thank you very much from everyone here at Biggleswade United.
And I'm sure we can say on behalf of Cockfosters as well that they are also very grateful for all of your hard work this season. Here's Matt Cooper. Good pass out there to Kane Farrell. Alex Girdlestone able to pass it out to James Smith, who picks up his head, and it Looks like he's going to play a long ball, which he does, up towards Abraham Easy. Sorry, up towards Dave Parkinson, sorry. Abraham Easy on the left-hand side today. And that's a bad challenge there by Ricky Christie. And the Cockfosters player down there. Half an hour played here at Second Meadow between Cockfosters and Biggleswade United. Still 0-0. Matt, what's your take on the first half hour of this game?
Yeah, it's not been the best half an hour of football by any stretch of the imagination, but certainly Biggleswade United and Cockfosters alike have both had a couple of decent opportunities, perhaps half chances at best, and certainly shaping up to be a real corker of a game in these wet and blustery conditions. Although Biggleswade United, as the manager has said in his final home game, Christian Colas, they've just got to move it quicker. They're being a bit too slow on the ball at the moment, as I get a glare from Jaden Irish, who perhaps did not like what I just said. And Cockfosters are about to take this free kick just inside their own half.
Long ball up towards Adam Harris. Bradley Robinson wins the ball back, and it's out for a Cockfosters throw in. Good communication there from James Smith telling Alex Girdlestone to get in position. It's out for another throw in here to Cockfosters.
Yeah, it is, and a lot of the ball being played in midfield. Neither team now can get into either one of their attacking third. Although here's a chance for Biggleswade United to do just that.
It's a well-won header there by the Cockfosters centre-back Bradley Marriott. Kane Farrell with a nice little touch there as he's fouled by Harris. It's Club Secretary Tracy there protesting at the decision from the referee not to give Harris a talking to. Matt Cooper's pass out wide there, not got enough on it, but managed to be well won back by Jaden Irish, and the free kick does come to Biggleswade United. This is Farrell as Biggleswade United look to pick up the tempo. It's Farrell driving through the middle, but his pass is intercepted, and here go Cockfosters with an attack. Yeah, well cut out there by Matt Cooper, sorry. It's James Smith, keeping nice and tight there to the number 9, Peter Razamin. Sorry, number 10, Dan Williams there.
Yeah, Christian Colas not happy there with his left back, Kane Farrell, for taking on what looked like the whole team and unfortunately lost the ball, and this is what has led to this Cockfosters chance deep inside the Biggleswade United half, which Robinson is about to take this throw in.
Ball put in there by Rosamine. Jaden Irish with an acrobatic clearance, but he can't pick out Dave Parkinson up by the halfway line. Grinham almost went for that there and realised that the Cockfosters left wing was offside, so decided against chasing after that ball.
Yeah, it was offside. Looked to me correct decision there from the linesman. Let's hope Robbie Ponting can have a better kick out than the one where he unfortunately slipped just a few moments ago.
10 minutes till half time, still 0-0. Still no real clear-cut opportunities either. As I mentioned earlier, hopefully that will change soon enough.
Yeah, let's hope it changes soon enough, and this throw-in is about to be taken, and here is James Smith on the ball to captain for the day Matt Cooper. And here is Kane Farrell, who offloads the ball this time and does not try and take on the whole team. And here's Girdlestone, and this is better from Biggleswade United, moving it slightly quicker, but then it's a long ball trying to force it, but it's...
And here goes Abraham Easy, and he's one-on-one with the keeper, and he finishes it, and it's 1-0 to Biggleswade United. A fantastic long ball there, down by James Smith, which Abraham Easy picks up and just knocks it past the keeper for his 19th goal of the season and 16th league goal of the season.
Fantastic goal. I was saying, why are they playing long ball? And the long ball has come off. Abraham Easy, fantastic takedown and finish. As we now have a new music we play every time a goal is scored here at Biggleswade United.
Why have you suddenly started doing that?
And some of the crowd here are not too impressed with that music being played after a goal. But of course some of the top clubs in the world do that. Real Madrid do that at the Bernabeu. I know that Norwich used to do that as well. Bayern Munich certainly is a tradition done all around Europe, not just here at Biggleswade United.
Dave Parkinson having a talking to here by the referee. Hasn't produced a card as of yet, but it looks like he's about to show Ricky Christie the first card of the game. If he... No, does he? Has he? I'm not sure, I missed that.
Yeah, no, he has gone in the book, Ricky Christie. He's just got a talking to a few moments ago, got a warning, and now he has gone in the referee's book.
Yeah, the referee here producing the yellow card for Ricky Christie. No real protestations from him.
Yeah, no, you can't have any complaints because he already had a talking to, and unfortunately that was a yellow card offence, that tackle.
Yeah. Kane Farrell there, really important header from him as Cockfosters were in otherwise. Dave Parkinson set on his way, but well tackled there by the Cockfosters midfield. Just how good is Abraham Easy, Matt?
He's a fantastic player. As I mentioned before the goal, his attitude as well, even when things don't go his way, always chasing down lost causes, and a fantastic asset to this club. As Matt Cooper will look to take this free kick for Biggleswade United.
He plays it back to Robbie Ponting, who's out of his box at the moment. Cooper with another long ball downfield, which worked so well for that goal, and they went away from their conventional keeping it on the floor and reverted to what Cockfosters have been doing and got a goal out of it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes long ball, one ball beats the whole team, the whole midfield and defence, and that's exactly what that ball did from James Smith, who now has an assist to his name.
And just how important is it to be adaptable in these sorts of games where the conditions sometimes aren't perfect, but goals. Abraham Easy receiving a shove there. And here's Farrell to Martinez, who launches it back into the box.
Yeah, fantastic ball there from Kane Farrell, which unfortunately the Biggleswade United players could not make the most of, and unfortunately just out for a goal kick.
So going back to that, how important is it to be adaptable in these sorts of games?
Yeah, definitely. The players need to on the pitch. I mean, the manager unfortunately isn't playing, so they need to adapt, and if one way isn't working, one system, they have to adapt and try other things, what they know. I mean, there's many ways to win a football match, and that's exactly what Biggleswade had done. One way hasn't worked, so they've, well, for the goal, reverted to plan B.
1-0 here as we approach half time, just 5 minutes until we reach the break, and after that goal from Abraham Easy. And here goes Peter Rosamine. He's away, and his pass just got enough on it for Harris, who is now in possession. And here's Boxer. The ball's out to Bruindala. Robinson, well controlled there by Martinez as his long ball is up towards Easy, who tries to win the header but just not got the leap on him to pick up that ball. Really good strength there by Dave Parkinson, and Abraham Easy just not quite on the same wavelength there to make the run, but really good vision there from Parkinson.
Yeah, great strength, and like you say, the pass not quite up to his usual standards, and Abraham Easy couldn't get on the end of it.
Well, Dave Parkinson known for his goal scoring rather than assisting. He's got 10 this season, which is a pretty good return, and as I mentioned earlier, a hat-trick on his debut for Biggleswade United in February. And just how good's he been since he's joined the club?
Yeah, he's been immense, and great foil for his strike partner Abraham Easy. When they do play as a two, they have a pretty good understanding together, and I'm sure it's a relationship that will blossom as we go into next season.
Spread out here to Robinson, whose touch nearly lets Easy in, but that's well enough. And James Smith back in possession for Biggleswade United.
Yeah, and here's Jaden Irish looking to play a diagonal forwards.
It's a wonderful touch there with his chest from Easy. Plays a 1-2 with Goldstone, and Easy puts in the ball with his left foot. Well challenged there by Kane Farrell, and very, very composed play there by Ashley Grinham. Towards Girdlestone, and it's out for a Biggleswade United throw in.
Yeah, it is, and let's hope Biggleswade United can double their advantage just before half time. It's a free kick to Cockfosters, which looks just about justified, and the Cockfosters goalkeeper will take this just a minute shy of half time.
We approach half time, still 1-0 to Biggleswade United after that goal from Easy in the 38th minute.
Yeah, still 1-0, and it's Kane Farrell on the ball, looking to take the throw in to Ricky Christie. Strange ball all the way back to James Smith. And his centre-back partner for the day, Matt Cooper, demands the ball. And there is the half-time whistle.
1-0 to Biggleswade United here at Second Meadow as we reach half-time in this final home game of the season for Biggleswade United. Abraham Easy putting Biggleswade United into the lead in the 38th minute, but after that the final few minutes of that half did seem to die down, and Biggleswade United taking their foot off the gas just before half time, but I'm sure they'll be back out after half time bouncing and looking to get a second goal.
Yeah, good half from Biggleswade United, certainly room for improvement, but the important thing is they go into the break with the advantage, and like you say, I'm sure in the second half they'll look to add to that lead.
We'll see you in 15 minutes, so go pop the kettle on, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. See you in a bit.
With a little heart.
Yeah.
Is it on?
Welcome back to the second half here at Second Meadow, where the score is 1-0 to Biggleswade United against Cockfosters as the rain pours down. And Matt, what did you make of that first half then?
Yeah, that first half was a good half. Could have been better from both sides. Sure, Biggleswade United will be looking to improve their advantage and look to start quick out of the blocks here.
Yeah, but Cockfosters just having a bit of the ball at the moment, but Grinham with a nice gentle ball there back to Robbie Ponting. Grinham looking for Dave Parkinson, but the Cockfosters left back puts out for a throw in. Parkinson, a good touch between its legs. Squares it, but cleared away by the Cockfosters defenders. And here's Kane Farrell to Irish. Wide again to Martinez. Grinham, sorry. Parkinson going for the shot! Turned into a shot, was meant to be a cross I think, but Alex Girdlestone nearly getting a goal because of it.
Yeah, that was Ronaldinho-esque. Remember that famous goal in 2002 at the World Cup? No one knows, was it a cross, was it a shot? But anyway, almost 2-0 to Biggleswade United. Still is 1-0 Biggleswade United. And the Cockfosters goalkeeper is about to take this goal kick, Zavagano. And here is James Smith on the ball, with of course one assist to his name already.
And here's Badgeroni. He's got 5 goals this season, so he's not afraid of finding the back of the net. Bombing down the left wing here. But well tackled there by Grinham. Ball in by Ndala. And here's Grant. Smith, very composed there, getting the ball out of danger.
Yeah, he was, and he's been immense today. Really has, and certainly a contender for man of the match. I know we're not nowhere near the end yet, but
Well, here is Smith, needs to get tight to his man. There's the shot there by Dan Williams. Thrashes into the side netting, fortunately for Robbie Ponting, but that was probably Cockfosters' best chance of the game, wouldn't you say?
yeah, it took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was going to say. And obviously that volley in the first half, but that was certainly their best chance of the game, and did not make the most of it.
Ponting here with a long goal kick downfield, which is brilliantly touched there by Dave Parkinson. He wins the free kick because of it. And the referee wants to have a talking to with the Cockfosters defender there, number 5, Ian Salt.
Was all over Dave Parkinson there, and that should have been a yellow card. But it looks like the referee is just going to give him a talking to.
Of course, referees produced 1 yellow card already this game to Ricky Christie, so watch out for him just in case he makes any dodgy challenges. But he's a sensible player, so I'm sure he'll be very composed when it comes to making challenges, and he won't make any rash decisions. As here goes Dave Parkinson. Nice little turn there by the big man. Oh, Girdlestone taking a tumble as the ball goes out for a throw into Cockfosters.
Yeah, he just slide tackled himself there, Girdlestone.
Here he is again, and Parkinson with really good strength. But the referee judges that to be probably too much strength there, which is a strange decision. I think it's just part and parcel of the game, a bit of rough and tussle.
Yeah, if you give that as a foul, this sport is going to be a non-contact sport soon. That certainly wasn't a foul for me.
Well cleared there by Grenham from right back all across to his full-back partner, Kane Farrell. Here's Smith, who's been really composed on the ball today. He passes out wide to Grenham. He needs to be composed here, being closed down really quickly by Badgeroni. And Robbie Ponting needs to get back on his line quickly, but... Oh, and that's a good strike there by Dan Williams, and a fantastic save by Robbie Ponting, who hasn't been tested all game. That was a really important save there by him.
Yeah, fantastic save there by Robbie Ponting, and probably again one of Cockfosters' best chances, best shots at least. And
first time Ponting's really properly being tested there, isn't it?
yeah, it is, and like you say, the other two big chances they had were off target. So let's see if they can make the most of this corner ball.
Cockfosters with this corner, some movement in the box starting to happen. I'm sure they'll be looking to pick out number 9 Rosamine. But fortunately for Biggleswade United, they win the free kick inside their own penalty area. And Robbie Ponting will look to start another attack for Biggleswade United.
Yeah, he will, and as you say, when the referee blew there, I think there was some nervousness that he was playing for a penalty, but it's just a free kick to Biggleswade United, which Robbie Ponting will take. Yeah,
Biggleswade United just not really got into the same gear that they were in before they scored that goal. They need to really pick this up if they want to win this game, because you can feel a goal coming from Cockfosters here as Jaden Irish gives away the free kick.
Yeah, you can, and that certainly is not the way Christian Colas wants to go out on his final home game, letting the win slip and just to get a point or even less. For them to lose, that would be unthinkable. So they just need to manage this game and see out this period where Cockfosters are on top.
And 53 minutes in, still 1-0 to Biggleswade United as Abraham Easy with a lovely turn there, and Dave Parkinson is adjudged to be onside by the referee, and here goes Parkinson, 3 men in the middle for Biggleswade United, but Parkinson's ball just behind all of them, but here's Christie, it's out for a corner. Well won there by Christie, but Dave Parkinson really should have produced a better ball to the 3 men who were charging, galloping into the box there.
Yeah, unfortunately his final ball just let him down there, Dave Parkinson, but Biggleswade United have a corner ball out of this, and certainly a danger in the air. Got some tall players on the pitch, James Smith being one. Perhaps he can add a goal to his assist already.
The ball does come in and nearly turned in there by Jaden Irish, and the miss kick there from Peter Rosamine nearly let Biggleswade United in for their second goal of the game, which really wouldn't have been deserved considering the start that they've shown in the second half.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been just from the start of the second half. I think on the balance of play they do deserve to double their advantage, but unfortunately did not find its way into the goal, and it is still Biggleswade United 1, Cockfosters FC 0.
Savagano with the ball there downfield, and Rosamine nearly onto it, but a great clearance from James Smith prevented him from going any further, although the play is brought back for an offside decision. against the Cockfosters player. And Easy showing his pace here. Well held up here. And he wins the throw-in out of it, which Ashley Grinham is coming down to take.
Yeah, throw in to Biggleswade United, just approaching the hour mark. And let's see if they can indeed double their advantage.
And here's Rosamine with a nice turn. James Smith with really good pace there to outrun the Cockfosters number 9. The referee just looking over to his assistant on that far side. I'm not sure for what he's looking for.
Got a replacement ball, and I don't quite know why. Perhaps it popped, the original one. It's now a new ball we're using in the match, as Cockfosters look to take this throw in.
Oh, brilliant challenge there by Ricky Christie.
And a Cockfosters fan not happy, thinking that their players are making too many mistakes, and I would have to agree with him. I think they have made quite a few mistakes today.
And could that be blamed on the weather conditions, do you think, or is it just sloppy play?
Well, it looks like they've been playing like this most of the season, because the league table doesn't lie. Over 40 games, of course 37 been played before today, and they're 18th, languishing all the way down there, so they certainly would need to improve in the final couple of weeks of the season if they're going to have a chance of staying up.
And it is a Biggleswade United throw in here, just up by the Cockfosters bench. Christie playing a 1-2 with Kane Farrell there, who's back in possession now. Martinez picks up his head, and here's the call from Grinham. Nice 1-2 there between Grinham and the Spaniard Martinez.
Yeah, lovely 1-2, and Jaden Irish's touch just lets him down. Hasn't quite been on his A game today, Jaden Irish.
And that could set Cockfosters away, as here goes Peter Rosamine driving down the right hand side. He plays it to Harris, who chips the ball forward, but he's back in possession with Dave Parkinson. Again, his touch letting him down, and that's quite a number of players that first touch hasn't really been with them today. But here goes Williams, and if he gets the shot away, Cockfosters could be in. But that's a great save again by Robbie Ponting, covering his near post really well there.
Yeah, good save. I think it's a save you'd expect him to make, but certainly a good save. And yeah, as you say, a few of the players' touch hasn't quite been on point today. Perhaps the weather could be blamed for that, or perhaps they're just not quite on their game. Either way, they need to improve.
It's a corner here to be taken by Cockfosters. And Girdlestone with the ball forward, and just overhit there for Abraham Easy to get on the end of. I mean, he's quick, but not quite that quick, is he?
Yeah, exactly, and it's a shame. It's the right idea. Counter-attack was on, get it forward quickly, but like you say, just overhit. And here is the number 3 for Cockfosters, Grant, about to take the throw-in. And Matt Cooper will look to win the header. Looked like a clash of heads there, but they both seem to be okay, and they're up to their feet. And here's Robinson on the ball, who cuts it back for Panny Boxer. And an ambitious overhead kick
Oh, and it's come off the crossbar there.
from Rosamine. Would have been
And
one
that
of the
was-
goals of the season.
That was Zlatan Ibrahimovic-esque, wasn't it?
It really was, and off the crossbar. Can you believe that? I mean, I was thinking, what on earth is he doing shooting from there? Almost proved me and everyone else in the ground wrong.
What an effort there by Rosamine, and that, yeah, no doubt will have gone down as goal of the season, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've got our award ceremony later, but we might have had to give the goal to an opposing team. It was that good.
It really was incredible, and Biggleswade United lucky there that they got away with that. Although it was a bit of an ambitious effort from Rosamine, Robbie Ponting was caught off guard. And that's really got the sting into Cockfosters' tail here as they look to get back on level terms. And here's Martinez. Good touch and forward to Dave Parkinson. And if he takes the shot, but it's a fantastic challenge there by the Cockfosters defender, Bradley Robinson, to prevent Dave Parkinson from getting the shot away.
Yeah, it was, but unfortunately he just mishit it, and unfortunately didn't quite make the connection he wanted to originally. But just back to that effort, I mean, that's what it needed, something special just to wake these Cockfosters players up, and looks like they might have a little bit more spring in their step and believe they can actually score a goal today, because it just looks like the belief is completely gone from the Cockfosters players.
Yeah, and I mean that might be a culmination of the season and things not going their way entirely. But I mean that effort was really something special. But here goes Grinham, and he's wide open. But Zavagano able to come and collect that, and if Grinham just had that extra yard of pace, he might have been able to get on the end of that.
Yeah, he would, but unfortunately it was a combination of the pass being slightly overhit and the pitch just took the ball just away from Grinham's grasp, and unfortunately it was an easy take for Zavagano in the Cockfosters goal. And here is Alex Girdlestone marauding forward.
Dave Parkinson wins the free kick, I think. Not quite sure what happened there, but it was cleared away by Cockfosters, but it's a free kick to Biggleswade United.
Yeah, it is, and looks like Kane Farrell will take it with his wonderful left foot. Or
Right
perhaps is it Matt Cooper, captain for the day, that's going to take it.
Of course, it's not often that you see a centre-back taking set pieces, but he's got that real quality that Biggleswade United need in these sorts of situations. But Cockfosters holding quite a high line at this free kick. And it is the left foot of Cooper, but it's not a very good ball. But Abraham Easy just overrunning the ball, sorry. What a challenge there from Gerard Martinez, and it's out for a Biggleswade United corner. You can really feel the momentum starting to shift to Biggleswade United now.
Yeah, fantastic slide challenge from, fantastic slide tackle from Martinez, and it's just the sort of pitch that you love to slide tackle on, perfect for it, and it's a Biggleswade United corner ball.
We're at the hour mark in this game between Biggleswade United and Cockfosters. 1-0 to Biggleswade United as they have this corner on this near side, and the ball's put in towards the back post, but Zavagano with a good punch away. Kane Farrell does well there to get it back into the box, but here comes the Cockfosters, number 11, Piero Baggeroni. It's out to Bradley Robinson. And well challenged there by Alex Girdlestone. If he picks up his head, Dave Parkinson's making a run.
But yeah, just on the corner ball, I don't know why Zavagano didn't catch that and opted to punch it. Perhaps thinks the ball's wet and it would have slipped through his fingers, but really should have caught that ball.
Yeah, I'm sure the wetness of the ball will have had an influence in his decision. Didn't want it to slip through his grasp and give Biggleswade United the chance, but ultimately nothing too negative came out of that, so the score remains 1-0 to Biggleswade United.
Yeah, it does, and here's Robbie Ponting with a throw to his centre-back, James Smith.
It's a well-won header there by Dave Parkinson, but no one's in front of him there to pick up the ball.
Yeah, and it's back to the other keeper, Zavagano, who looked to kick the ball forward and get an attack started for Cockfosters.
That's a risky ball back there by Grinham, but fortunately Robbie Ponting is very comfortable when he's on the ball, and his touch with his chest and then volley away was enough to make sure that the danger was cleared. But here come Cockfosters again with Bradley Robinson, who crosses it into the middle of the box, and a good evasive action there from James Smith.
Looks like Cockfosters are going to make their first substitution of the day.
And it's number 7 Adam Harris. He's had quite a good game, but I'm sure he's had better games. He's going to be replaced by a substitute. Number. He just gives us a little 12, we'll be able to see.
Oscar Uboy.
Number 12, Oscar Ubo, coming on in place of
Adam
Harris. Oh, Jade Norris taking a slip there. Back on his feet quickly.
Yeah, he's unfortunately just been half a yard off the pace today, Jaden Irish. Not quite sure why, but perhaps he can prove me wrong and go down the other end and double Biggleswade United's advantage. And just a stoppage in play momentarily as Biggleswade United make their first substitution of the day.
Going off, Ricky Christie coming on, Lee Bilcock.
And Ricky Christie, who was on a yellow card, being replaced here by Lee Bilcock in what I'm sure will be a like-for-like swap.
Yeah, you'd think so. And this Lee Bilcock slots into the defence and they go 5 at the back, which you wouldn't think Christian would do.
No, 1-0 up, I don't think that's really a tactic that Christian would be willing to use, really.
So yeah, you'd think it would be like for like. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
It does look like Bilcock's taking a central midfield position here. And here goes Kane Farrell, driving down the left-hand side, and his ball just... it's a handball surely there by Kane Farrell, looked like to me.
It certainly looked like it, but perhaps it was ball to hand rather than hand to ball that the referee had judged it to be.
There's Robbie Ponting looking to start off another Biggleswade United attack. Lee Bilcock there with a sloppy pass, just not on the pace of the game just yet, only been on a couple of seconds. He gives away possession. Here's Dave Parkinson with the ball, wins it well. Plays a lovely ball to Martinez, but just a bit too far in front of him to be able to get a really good shot away there. But that was a great ball from Parkinson, really lucky that it slipped through the two Cockfosters defenders there to get through to Martinez.
Yeah, fantastic ball from Parkinson. Great strength shown originally, and then yeah, really good ball, and Martinez really should have made more of that.
Still 1-0 to Biggleswade United in the 67th minute of this game here at Second Meadow against Cockfosters. Looking to finish the home season on a high here. Of course, the final home game of the season. 2 away games yet to come for Biggleswade United. And would be the perfect way to go out on a win, wouldn't it? And especially for manager Christian Colas's final home game. But here goes Abraham Easy, and he could double the lead. But that's fantastic defending there by Bradley Robinson that everyone in the ground appreciates. It's out for a Biggleswade United corner, which J.R. Martinez looks like he's going to be taken.
Yeah, fantastic run and shot from Abraham Easy, which was very well defended, and it looked like for all the world he was going to get his 20th goal of the season, which I'm sure is the minimum target for any striker. And he's still got time in this game to achieve that feat, let alone in the season.
Ball's put in by Cooper. Here goes Yubo, the substitute. And another long ball down there towards Williams. And a nice simple ball there back to Robbie Ponting by James Cooper, the captain of Biggleswade United.
And here's Matt Cooper looking to play another long ball. It's Parkinson, which almost comes off, and it's got lucky. It is back to Parkinson.
And he looks to pick out Abraham Easy, and he manages to get goal side of the defender. But Savagano with another great save to prevent Easy from getting his 20th goal of the season, but really should be 2-0 to Biggleswade United.
Yeah, and again did so well there to shake off the defender and fashion that one-on-one opportunity, but just didn't quite make the connection with the ball he should have done, and perhaps trying to put it through Zavagano's legs. Zavagano read it, and it now results in a Biggleswade United corner kick.
It looks like it's going to be Cooper to take it again. He's got the short option of Martinez just by him, but what do you see him doing with this corner?
I think he'll whip it into the back post.
And he does just that. Well, it's into the middle, and Kane Farrell rising highest there, but he can't quite direct his header on target, but that's a great effort there by Farrell.
Yeah, and he was point blank range, really should have scored. Not known for his heading ability, but fantastic opportunity, and that's 2 or 3 that Biggleswade United have had in a matter of minutes, and really should be at least 2-0 up, maybe more. And here's Zavagano taking the goal kick, and poor header there by Martinez, which sets Cockfosters free. And here is Rosamin, and it's an ambitious effort from Oscar Yubu, and luckily wasn't on target, because you fear if it was, we'd be saying it's Biggleswade United 1, Cockfosters 1, but it's not. It's Biggleswade United 1, Cockfosters 0, with about 20 minutes left to play here at Second Meadow.
The rain's eased off now, just a light drizzle. I'm sure it's quite refreshing for the players actually having a bit of a shower during the game.
Well, it certainly wasn't a light shower, it was a very heavy shower, but it certainly ended very quickly.
Here's Parkinson, plays it to Farrell and tries to play the 1-2 with Easy, but he's closed down too quickly to be able to get another pass away, and Smith with another well-won header. But that does look like a painful one for James Smith. He's had a really good game so far. It's a bit a shame if he had to go off now.
Oh, it really would be a pity, and he looks like in real discomfort here, James Smith. And Matt Cooper's helping him up to his feet, and let's hope he can continue.
He looks alright. A good sportsman-like handshake between him and Dan Williams, which is always nice to see. No intent in the challenge there from Williams, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly, and he's looked like he's holding his rib cage. Let's hope he hasn't got any broken ribs after that challenge. But as you say, it looks okay to continue. There's a first there of the day. Zavagano, the goalkeeper, was going to take the throw in, but no, he's not. It's Robinson that's going to take it instead.
Farrell with another one header there from the left back, and Williams adjudged to be offside there by the referee's assistant, but that was a very tight call on the halfway line.
It was tight, very tight. I think he just got it right, but of course we've got the benefit of replay. Make sure you tell us at home whether you think he got that right. We're just waiting for our media man, Jordan, to get us a replay, and we'll tell you if indeed he was offside. our very own technology here.
United substitution going off. David Parkinson coming on. Lou Ndovi.
Yeah, it did look to be offside there. We've just seen the replay.
And, Dave Parkinson going off. Lou Ndovi coming on. Had a good game, Dave Parkinson. Perhaps final ball let him down at times, but there was that one where he put Martinez clean through, and Martinez perhaps should have done better with that opportunity.
Dovey with some really good play there to get it to Jaden Irish. And here goes Grinham, who chips the ball forward to Abraham Easy. It's out for a Biggleswade United corner, and they're approaching double figures now.
Yeah, it took a while for the first one to come. I'd say it must have been the best part of 20 minutes, half an hour, but like you say, now we're deep into the game. They must have had certainly in excess of 10. As Matt Cooper, the centre-back, will look to take this corner. Last corner was a fantastic delivery, and this looks like a great delivery as well. Another corner.
Out for another corner with the ball going to the car park. Let's hope no cars were damaged.
Let's hope for sure no cars were damaged. Got some expensive cars in the parking lot today. I've seen a couple of BMWs and Audis, and of course we don't sponsor or have any affiliation with any of these brands. It's just for the purpose of the commentary. As Matt Cooper will look to put in a hat-trick of fantastic deliveries. 3 in a row this would be, if he can find a teammate.
It's not as good as the previous two, but it's back to Girdlestone, who lofts the ball high towards Jaden Irish. And Grinham there winning the header. He needs to make sure he doesn't let Williams get away.
Actually, Grinham just sort of standing there, not actually moving, but sometimes it's good to hold your position, not always run, conserve your energy. And there is Kane Farrell on the ball, lays it off to Girdlestone. And here's Ndovi.
Here goes Ndovi, the substitute, showing his pace down the left wing with a really nice turn, but Kane Farrell just a bit too far away for that pass. But Biggleswade United do have the throw-in, which Farrell takes. Goes Martinez. Grinham again towards Ndovi. It's out for another Biggleswade United throw in. This pressure's really starting to tell, and it'll be really vital for Biggleswade United to get a goal in this sort of situation.
Yeah, it will, and looks like perhaps another substitution is going to be made for Cockfosters. But you're right, they've just got to be careful. They've had so much of the ball, lion's share of the possession. They cannot let this lead slip and concede a silly goal. And this would be the perfect way for Christian to go out with a win on his final home game. So let's hope Biggleswade United can not just hold on, but actually double their advantage.
As the substitute does come on, it's who is it that's gone off? I think it's number 11 Piero Baggeroni off for number 14 Koto Jimia. Jaden Irish lets the ball run past him. Going out for another Biggleswade United corner. And since the substitution of Bill Colt, Kane Farrell's actually been playing quite a high line, hasn't he? He's attacking more, and so is Ashley Grinham. So obviously an attacking substitution in the sense that although it wasn't another attacker coming on, Bilcock is allowing Farrell and Grinham to make more runs forward.
Yeah, exactly. As the corner's just about to be taken, and just come back to that point in a second.
Downwards, a dangerous header there, and Ndovi's closing down the play. And it's out for another Biggleswade United corner.
Yeah, another corner, and I think Bilcock gives license to the two fullbacks to go forward, knowing that he'll drop in and cover them when they're upfield.
The ball's there towards Easy. Looked like a foul there by Robinson, but it is out for another Biggleswade United corner.
It must be in excess of 12 corners now for Biggleswade United, and unfortunately haven't scored from one of them yet, but let's hope Matt Cooper can put in a good delivery, which he usually does from the corners. And looks like he's not going to play it short, and it is a good ball in, and it's well defended, and it's going to be a Biggleswade United throw in, which Ashley Grinham will take. He will pass it out to Martinez, who is a poor touch, and unfortunately it's a Cockfosters throw in.
Here goes Abraham Easy. And Dovey there, ready to pick up the pieces, but it is now out for a Cockfosters goal kick. As another substitution, the final one for Cockfosters is about to be made, with number 10 Dan Williams coming off, and looks like number 15 Elliot McGovern is going to be coming on.
I think it is actually number 16. 100% sure. Couldn't quite see.
No, number 15. It is McGovern coming on.
It is McGovern coming on. We apologise for that. We couldn't quite see from our commentary position. And here is Zavagano about to take the goal kick.
And it's a free kick. For some reason, referee obviously didn't like the look of that challenge. Free kick to Cockfosters, as they keep creeping that ball forward.
And it is Bradley Marriott about to take the free kick.
That's a good ball in, actually. And here goes Ndovie to close down Ndala. And that's a good looking cross in, but it just is slightly overhit there. And it's out for a goal kick, which Robbie Ponting will take.
Yeah, and a couple of the Cockfosters players' heads are down, and they, as I said earlier, they don't quite believe they have the ability or have the right style of play to get back into this game. And if Biggleswade United don't do anything silly, they should hold on and see out the victory. And it is a Cockfosters throw-in, which Christian Colas doesn't agree with. He thought it was a Biggleswade United throw-in, and coincidentally so did I. But Cockfosters take the throw-in nonetheless. And here is Alex Girdlestone looking to play Biggleswade United forwards.
10 minutes to play here at Second Meadow. Still 1-0 to Biggleswade United after that goal in the 38th minute from Abraham Easy. His 19th goal in all competitions. Still looking for his 20th goal, which will be really hoping to achieve in this game. Of course, 2 games still to play. But at the moment, looks like a case of Biggleswade United holding on and not actually doubling their lead. Good pressure there by Martinez. And here goes Abraham Easy. Strange challenge there by Marriott. Bit of a wrestle there, and it'll be a free kick to Cockfosters there. Although Marriott did have a grab of, have a hold of Martinez's shirt as well.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Martinez was saying to the referee. It was kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, but looks like Martinez certainly gave more of a tug, and I think Abraham Easy might have a problem here. He's down on the floor.
Just looks like cramp, I think. He's just stretching out his ankle. Probably maybe a tight calf or something, it looks like there.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we're no doctors, but from what we can see, that's what it looks like.
No, you're right. We're certainly no doctors, but you can tell it does look like a classic case of cramp. He's done loads of running today and worked his socks off as usual, so certainly would fit the diagnosis if it was cramp.
Marek takes the free kick long downfield, and there's Jimmy there. Well cleared away there by Matt Cooper, but the pressure isn't done yet. And the shot there by Kieran Grant sails past the post and out for a goal kick.
Yeah, it did, and it was a decent enough effort, but shot was never going in, never going to trouble Robbie Ponting in the Biggleswade United goal. And he will look to take this goal kick and find a teammate. Usually he does have good distribution, Robbie Ponting. But that time doesn't find a teammate. Right on cue.
And the ball just bouncing past the Cockfosters substitute there.
And here is a throw-in to Biggleswade United. Here's Jaden Irish on the ball. Martinez back to Grinham. And back to Martinez, who then finds his captain, Matt Cooper.
Here's Jaden Irish now. You can see the run of Kane Farrell, which he does. It's a brilliant pass out there by Jaden Irish. However, the linesman gives it for a throw-in to Cockfosters. Biggleswade United with the the throw-in, sorry. Now, which is...
referee wasn't happy with the way that throw was taken. No, not the way it was taken, it was the position of it being taken.
Or was it a free kick in the first place? It's, this referee has been very good today, very strict with his decisions, making sure that free kicks, throw-ins, all taken in the right place, which is really good to see, that no advantage is given by players nudging the ball forward.
Yeah, it is, and he's also kept his cards in his pocket, never given any silly yellow cards that haven't needed to be given, and yeah, very, very good assured performance from the referee today.
Ponting takes the goal kick and nearly finds Ndovi, who's now chasing down Ian Salt. And Easy could be in here, and he is! And Abraham Easy can't make the shot away! Is that a goal? It's a goal to Biggleswade United. Abraham Easy. The calamity of errors there from Cockfosters, and that lets Easy in for his 20th goal of the season, his 17th of the campaign in the league, and that's a fantastic goal. He's having a laugh to himself, as all the Biggleswade United players are. And with 5 minutes to play, you'd think that's it for Biggleswade United to round off this home season with a victory.
Yeah, fantastic goal. Abraham Easy, 20 up for the season, as we hear the new music every time a goal goes in. And not some are fans of it, some aren't. I certainly am a fan of it. I hope it continues into next season. And like you say, catalogue of errors. He's now coming off, getting a round of applause from everyone in the stadium, fully deserved.
United substitute coming off, Abraham Easy, coming on Martin Russell.
As you heard, Martin Russell coming on, and quite brilliant performance from Abraham Easy.
I mean, with a performance that hasn't been great by the team, Abraham Easy has really been the star of the show today, hasn't he, Matt?
He has. He's been the shining light in what hasn't been, as you say, the best performance of the season from Biggleswade United. They certainly have given better performances, but he never lets his level drop. He's always consistent, and he's the difference between the two teams, ultimately, today. And that's Abraham Easy. And just about 5 minutes to go here of the home season for Biggleswade United. And let's hope Biggleswade United can hold on. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they won't let this 2-goal lead slip, but you never know. That is the beauty of football.
Martinez charging down very well, but he can't quite get the ball under control. But Bilcock then slices his clearance, and it's over this stand, over this Steve Matthews stand here at Biggleswade United for a throw-in.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a throw-in, and Kieran Grant is about to take it. And you can see just the complete wind is knocked out of the Cockfosters players. They don't believe, and they need something from somewhere, but unfortunately for them, it doesn't look like it's going to come. Certainly the highlight for them today is that fantastic effort from Dan Williams or Peter Rosamin. I can't quite remember who it was, but it was a fantastic effort, and one that if that was going in, people would be talking about it for years and years to come. And here is Cockfosters looking to launch an attack with Koto Jimia.
Salt with the ball out wide, which is intercepted by Farrell. And he's looking to start another Biggleswade United attack and make it 3-0. Here's Ndovi to Irish. But he's closed down a bit too quickly. But here's Kane Farrell, he's in on goal. 1-on-1. Oh. Martinez can't direct a clear open net header into the back of the net. That is a quite a poor effort from Martinez, who would hope for better from himself.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that chance was harder than it looked, but certainly should be diverting that into an empty net, and he'll know that. And Cockfosters will look to get a consolation goal, which is all it would be now, you'd think, and attack the Biggleswade United goal.
Here's Irish. Nope, sorry, here's Farrell. This eye is misleading me. Ball played through there by Grant. To Jimia.
Of course, this is not the official man of the match, but it's time to ask you for your man of the match. So put it in the comments below who you think your man of the match is, and who would you give it to yourself, Cameron?
I'd have to give it to Abraham Easy. He's, as we mentioned previously, he's been a fantastic player all season, and especially today, grabbing 2 goals, 2 really well taken goals for that matter. I mean, it's been an assured performance from James Smith as well, but I think I'd have to give it to Easy, because Smith really hasn't been tested that much throughout this game. But when the chances have mattered, Easy's put them away. How about you?
Yeah, likewise, I'd also give it to Abraham Easy. Very, very close run thing. James Smith running him a very close second, but I just unfortunately cannot not give it to Abraham Easy, who scored his 20th goal of the season today.
And 19th.
And 19th, of course. Something that we mentioned at the start of play, so we perhaps foreshadowed that would happen.
And here blows the referee for full-time here and full-time on Biggleswade United's home season. A 2-0 win over Cockfosters to end off the season, and a brilliant way for Christian Colaster-Bauer as manager of Biggleswade United at home. We hope you enjoyed the game, and we hope you've enjoyed the live streams of this season. We certainly enjoyed broadcasting to you, and we look forward to seeing you again next season.
Yeah, as I said, it's been an absolute pleasure to do this broadcasting every week, and we really do hope from the bottom of our hearts that you did enjoy it, and we do hope to see you again next season. Have a great summer. See you next season.